Gotta stop talking. We're on episode 102. Who knew? Don't get me to start rapping up in here. Y'all didn't know I can flow like that. Yes. Come on in, people. We're going to be talking about women's empowerment today. So come on in. I know sometimes that it takes YouTube a minute to send out the notification. Hey, Angie, how are you? How are you? How are you? How was your day today? Oh, my older brother has them, but he doesn't wear his, and he really needs to wear them because he cannot. He does not hear people all the time. I'm doing okay. I'm a little tired because I was up late. I was up pretty late last night. We started a new semester today, so there was a few things that I needed to do for work, but then just, having the day off yesterday and then just psyching myself up to go back to work today was hard. So I couldn't sleep and I was up till about 3, I'm sure at 3 o'clock minimum this morning, probably later than that when I fell asleep. I just started watching like bullet journal videos until I fell asleep. Oh, you can't hear without them? Well, that's good that you're wearing them because, yeah, my older brother, he needs to wear his. I don't know why he doesn't, but he really, really does. So I hope everybody comes on because, y'all had homework and people better not be avoiding me because they didn't do their homework. Yeah, I usually I'm up till at least about midnight, 1 o'clock, and then sometimes later. Yeah, I just was like, well, I'm watching bullet journal videos and just kind of fell asleep in the process of doing that. I kind of watched everything that I wanted to watch on Netflix, and I watched one crazy movie on Amazon Prime before I started watching the bullet journal videos. What was that TV show? Will and Grace. I don't know if you've ever seen Will and Grace, but the guy that played like the gay friend, what is his name? Sean Hayes, I think is his actual name. Hey, Sherry. So he was in some crazy movie on Amazon Prime where he was playing a woman in her 40s who didn't really have her life together. And so he was trying to get his life together. It was a strange movie, but as strange as it was, I watched the whole thing. It It's just really weird because I'm like, he's playing a woman, but I don't know. Because the crazy part is like the first part of the scene, they're like showing the woman's legs as she's getting out of bed, and I'm looking at the legs like, oh my god, those are some horrible legs. And then I realize it's a man playing the role of the woman. So I was like, that explains the horrible legs. You've never seen Will and Grace? Oh, that's an old one. Hey, Teresa. Teresa, I did not mail your card on Friday, and I was gonna mail it on my lunch today, and then um I didn't bring I had the gift card. The gift card has been on me, but I didn't have the um envelope and everything that I was gonna mail it in, and I don't. And then plus one of my coworkers decided to go to lunch with me, so I didn't get to stop at the post office. But mañana, I promise, I'm gonna mail it out tomorrow, and then I'll email you with the tracking number. Hey, Gail and Sherry, did I say hi? I'm excited you're here, Gail. Nice to have you. I think some of our ladies know they didn't do their homework. So Sherry and Teresa, I hope y'all did y'all's homework. They had homework, Gail. They know I'm always giving homework. So a couple of weeks ago, when we did the 100th episode, Niley started talking about, she likes coming onto the lives because we all empower each other. And I was like, oh my God, that's a great episode topic. And so I gave them 3 questions that they were supposed to go and think about and come prepared to answer and discuss. Yeah, some of them probably running scared because they didn't do their homework. I'm still considering doing like a vision board Zoom for anyone that may not have already done a vision board for the year. Yeah, so if anybody's interested in doing that, let me know and I can schedule a Zoom date and time for us to do a vision board party together. Yeah. Like Teresa, I definitely have to mail you that card tomorrow because I don't want to keep carrying it on me. I'm afraid that I'll lose it. So I need to make sure it gets mailed tomorrow. I don't like carrying that on me. So yeah, I'll definitely get that done for you tomorrow, Teresa. And I'll have to go to my conference instead of my lunch in case my coworker wants to go to lunch with me again tomorrow. So I'll have to mail it on my conference. Yeah, I was off Friday and was supposed to go to the doctor, but I had to cancel my doctor's appointment because Mother Nature came and interrupted things. And I'm like, you can't go to an OB/GYN appointment. Yeah, so I had to cancel that appointment after it took me forever to get that appointment. And they rescheduled me. I was so like, are you serious? Like, why is this happening to me today? So, yeah, I thank God too, they were able to reschedule me in a couple of weeks because even though I just had this appointment scheduled, I think it was the beginning of the school year when I scheduled it. And that was the earliest they could get me in was the end of December. And I was like, seriously? But yeah, and so I went at the end of December and then they made this appointment for me for last Friday and then I had to reschedule that one again. I'm like, ugh. Well, that's crappy to be on your vacation and sick. That's not good. That used to happen to me almost every Christmas break because of my allergy. I said I was going to stop saying my allergies because of allergies. Because in December, well, winter is cedar season here in Texas, and the cedar really gets to me. So for quite a few Christmas vacations in a row, I was just sick and suffering from cedar. But thank God the last couple of years it hasn't been as bad. Oh, because it has really left me like seriously incapacitated at times where I couldn't do anything but just lay in the bed. So yeah, I said I was gonna stop calling it my allergies because that's claiming that, and I don't want to claim that. Yeah, that's another topic I would like us to address. Not claiming our illnesses as our own. And yeah, I want to do that episode sometime. But yeah, so what was I saw that a lot that Happy Planner had sales last week, and this is the crazy thing. Remember I put in the little group chat that we had that the Pretty Paper Journey company had a sale on the stickers, and then I missed the sale myself, y'all. I was a little mad at myself. But then I went back on the site anyway, just to see if they had the particular sticker book that I was hoping that they had, and they didn't have it. So I didn't really miss anything. Yeah, we have avoiders. Oh, you're suffering from the allergies too? Yeah, they can be a pain. Oh man, they can be such a pain. But mine have been, no, do not claim it. The allergies have been much worse for me in years past, and they're playing a little nice. But for the last, I would say about the last week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, I've been having where my eyes are crusty when I wake up. They're itchy. They feel like there's something in them, and there's nothing in them. The little cough here and there, but because the cough is a thing that is really bad for me. I get sore ribs, sore back, sore throat. Sometimes it just feels like my throat is bleeding. That when I get such a very, very bad cough, but that hasn't happened in a while. The sale wasn't that good. It ended up being $15 a book. I was wondering too if they had it where you could only get certain books for free, because I know they did that before and people were a little upset about it. So I was wondering if that's what it was, if it was still, you can buy one, get one, but you can only get one out of this particular selection. Because I know the last time they did that, people were not very pleased. Not at all. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and get into our discussion. I want to show the snack of the day. I was so happy I found these at my store, because usually the store nearest me usually doesn't get everything as quick as other stores. So today's snack is the limited edition Brookie Oreos. Okay, so the Brookie is brownie, the cream, and cookie dough. So mind you, I am not a fan of cookie dough, but it said Brookie, which meant brownie was involved. So I had to try them out. They have a lot of new limited edition flavors, and I'm gonna have to try and find some of the other ones that I've seen. And this is what, it's kind of hard to see the brownie layer in this one, but this is what they look like. You can see the cookie dough layer pretty well. Let me go. And the regular cream layer, but the brownie layer is really thin. And that's the main reason why I got them. But the brownie layer is like the thinnest layer in there. There's a bunch of that cookie dough and quite a bit of the cream. So I was a little disappointed in that. It's a very rich cookie. It's as rich as their dark chocolate ones. And I don't know if y'all had those dark chocolate Oreos. They are super rich. Like you can only eat one and then you gotta kind of move on. Hey, Chris, how are you? But yeah, so I was like, I gotta try these. You can't really, like, if I were to, well, I had been eating it like all sandwiched together, but I'm sure if I like ate it each little layer separately, I could probably taste the brownie layer more, but not so much. Not so much. They've got a lot of new flavors. I follow them on Instagram. They've got a lot of new flavors coming out. Yeah, not enough brownie in there. Not at all. I need more brownie. I definitely need more brownie. Y'all, Chris is one of my good friends. Oh my God, Chris, we've known each other for over 20 years now because I've been away from USAA for almost 20 years. Wait, yeah, I've been away from, so we've known each other for over 20 years. Wow, that's crazy. She's one of my good friends. And the good thing is, she and I and a bunch of our other friends were able to get together literally right before this pandemic happened. Y'all, it was such a blessing because we hadn't gotten together in a long time. And so it was right on time because I would probably bet to say that it was probably weeks later when they started shutting down stuff after all of us met. So glad we were able to get together. Your son was born in 98 and he's 23. Yeah. So I think that might have been around the time that I met her. Yep. You know what I keep telling my brother, Chris? I'm like, we've got to go try her brother's barbacoa shop. But every time I think, because I haven't had barbacoa in a long time, to tell you the truth, I haven't had it in a while. But I'm going to have to try and remember to go one weekend over there. Hello, Desiree. All right, make sure you drive safe. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into our discussion. So, Chris, everybody had homework. That was here 2 weeks ago. They had homework, and I think some of them are hiding because they know they had homework. But yes, we were going to talk about empowering women, okay? Empowering women. So I had 3 questions that I posed to them, and we're going to go ahead and discuss those tonight. Did I accidentally delete one of my questions? I think I did. So let me just type it again. All right. All right. First question was, what does empowerment mean to you? So what does empowerment mean to you? So for me, that means building up, strengthening, encouraging. Those are the words that come to mind for me. So building up, strengthening, and encouraging. Giving women a voice, supporting other women. Yes, support. I like that. Giving women a voice. Y'all know I'm a note taker, so I got to take notes. And when Nyleef mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, she talked about how she likes that as a group, we do that. We encourage each other and we empower each other. And that's what I like about my little group of friends, Chris and my other little group of friends. You know, we can go forever without talking, forever without seeing each other. But if we really need each other, we're going to be there to support each other. So I love that about us. And we used to all work overnight together. We were a crazy crew, but we had some good times. Yes. So I like that, giving women a voice. You know, women were suppressed for a very long time, sometimes still so much so, especially like in the workplace. Empowerment to me means Sherry says, lifting others up and giving each other confidence and support. Yes. Yes. Gail said the same. Confidence, the ability to do and be brave enough to do. Yes. Brave. And the ability to do. Yes. I like that. I miss those days too, Chris. I miss those days too. Yes. So, yeah, I also feel that a big part of empowering someone is just listening. Listening. Because if you're really truly listening, then that gives you the opportunity to really say or do something that is going to be of assistance to that person. Authority. Yeah, I like that too. I like that. Very good. Yes. And I think sometimes it's easier for some women to accept being empowered and encouraged and lifted up than it is for other women. That same with like some women, it's hard for them to take compliments, or if there's somebody that has just has a negative feeling about themselves and their abilities, or because other people have put them down so much, they have this kind of negative approach to themselves and their abilities, then those women might need a little bit more empowering than others. But I think all women need empowerment. We tend to sometimes think that we have to be super women, especially women that are mothers. Sometimes they want to be superwoman and be very, very strong. And there's nothing wrong with that, but allow somebody to empower you as well. Allow someone to encourage you. And we all need it. Like we all need it at times. And I think an easy way to find it is in the word. Yes, Lord, in the word. But yeah, I'm going a little ahead of myself with that. Yes, so I like what you guys have had to say about what empowerment means to you. I think it's very helpful to have a strong network of friends or family around you that are going to help empower you. Unfortunately, some friends and family, they're not going to be encouraging. They're not empowering. And those are people that you want to love and keep at a distance, possibly because you don't want to bring any of that negativity. You want to always feel empowered daily. You want to feel that. Right? Chris says, right now, with the crazy world we're in, empowerment means being brave enough to bring more people to the Lord. Yes. Yes. Helping to save people who are lost. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I agree, Chris. I agree. This is the time. This is the time. Yes, I agree with that. Ooh, she got me excited. Oh, yes, buddy. All right. I love it. I love what you guys are saying already. All right. Let's go into our next question. Who has empowered you and how? Who has empowered you and how? Well, I can definitely say my really close friends are very empowering and encouraging. All of my planner friends are very, very empowering. You ladies have kept me going throughout the weeks, gave me the energy and the strength to just pull through a school week. Like seriously, you guys have done that for me. My mother is a very empowering woman. I'm empowered by Christ, definitely. And there are men in my life that have been empowering and encouraging as well. So I got to give props to the male species. You know, when they can do anything right, we want to give them props. I'm just kidding, but I'm not. But yeah, so there have been male figures in my life that have also been empowering as well. The strong people in my life that could see gifts and talents within myself that I didn't always see. Yes, yes. And that makes me think, Sherry, about one of my college professors. I was so overwhelmed with work and school when I was trying to finish up with my degree. I was working full time, going to school full time. I've told you guys this. And it was too much. And I started to just drop out of college. I was like, I can't do it. I'm never going to finish. It's taking forever. And my professor, he was an Asian guy. He was Chinese. And he said, I will not let you drop out. He said, very few minorities major in math. He goes, and especially very few African American women. And he goes, and I will not let you quit. I will not let you give up. He goes, you can do this, and I will help you, and you can do this. And he was right, and he helped me, and I got through it. All right, Teresa, I hope you feel better, and I'll probably be emailing you tomorrow, okay? But yeah, he really empowered him and my sociology professor. They both helped me through. My sociology professor was also one of very, very rich in his faith. And they just helped me. They really helped me through. I know since COVID and I found your weekly ads, it's greatly helped me get through this. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, sometimes we need some kind of uplifting, even if it's even a little distraction, to get through things. But there was except for about 3 years or sometime. Yes, that is awesome when you can find the right therapist or counselor or somebody that you can sit and talk to. That's why I said part of empowering is listening. So your therapist listened, my professors listened, and that's how they helped empower me. I like that. I agree with you on Jesus being empowering. Your mom, I like to say. Yes. That is awesome. You wish he was less so. That is awesome, Gail. Yes. If he can do it, I can do it. Yes, definitely. And one of my students, she was very behind in all her work. Like our semester just ended, but she has Algebra 2 and pre-calculus at the same time. And she was able to do almost every single assignment that she was missing with very little help from me. And by going back and watching those videos that were there that I had recorded, and I was hoping that other students would be empowered by her, because I'm like, she's got 2 math classes. And if she can do all this, what excuse does anybody else have? She pushed through and she did what she needed to do to get her grade up. And I was just like, so impressed with that. Hey, Nyleave, we are talking about empowering women. Thanks to you, ma'am. Thanks to you bringing that up a couple of weeks ago. So the question we're on right now is who has empowered you and how? And then we talked about what empowerment means to you. Hey, Christy. But yes, yeah, I've been empowered by several people. I would have to say one of the first people that ever really empowered me was probably my 6th grade teacher, Mrs. Moorfield. I will always remember Mrs. Moorfield. She saw like what type of student I was, and she always encouraged me to go above and beyond and to reach higher. And so because of her being as encouraging as she was, it made me want to take advanced classes in school and things like that, because she made me believe that I could do it, and I was able to do it. So She was one of the first teachers that I can recall that was very empowering. She loved the students so much. Like it, if we would have fights with each other, she would cry. It would hurt her to her soul to have us fighting with each other. I remember one time I came to school and I snuck in the bathroom and put on eyeliner with one of the other girls, and she cried. She was like, "You don't need to put that on. You don't need that. You're just fine with that." And I never wore it back to school that school year ever again. I wasn't supposed to have it on anyways, but yeah. Yeah, it's a good job to your student. I try to point that type of stuff out to my students. Yeah, yeah, I agree, Gail. Like, look at your classmates. Gain some encouragement from them. Naive says, I've been empowered by my mentors. Is it Jamila Pettiford, and all of my other Black and brown women in my life? Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Angie. Placing an order with Chrissy. Chrissy's been sneaking in stuff on us. Chrissy's been sneaking in more items in her shop. She's sneaky. And I only realized that because I saw some happy mail that Johanna had, and I was like, okay, I see what Christy's doing over there. Sneaking in stuff in her shop. Let's see. Naive said her class, Purpose of Power, has helped shape me into the woman I am today. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, I think it's important that we have at least one person around us that helps to empower us. Now, here's the thing. Don't just let someone fill your bucket without you filling somebody else's bucket. And that's going to kind of lead into my next question, but make sure that you're not taking too much, because we all need to be built up. All of us. You opened up a sticker shop on Shopify? When did you do that, Naive? I'm going to try and sell some Valentine cards, y'all. I'm hoping the stuff that I ordered hurry up and gets to me so I can start making them. And I will let y'all know, I'll start putting them out there and trying to get them out early so I can hurry up and mail them out to people. But yeah. Let's see, when I worked in a first, second grade class and a student would return during an activity, the teacher would look around your classmates doing to get them used to being aware. I like that. I like that. I didn't even know Naive was opening a sticker shop. Y'all can't be sneaking this stuff up on me. Naive, I'm gonna need a link, ma'am. I'm going to need a link. All right, thanks. Go visit Naive, and don't forget, Jacqueline opened up a shop too on Etsy. So I'm just trying to decide which of her items to purchase. Everything is so nice. So yeah, Naive, I'm gonna have to check that out. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know if I want to sell the stuff from my blog site or if I just want to just take email orders for now, because there's a lot of revamping I want to do on my blog first. So yeah, I kept it close to my chest because I wanted to make sure I could master my Cricut. Yes, remember I told you it's a little difficult, mainly with script stickers. They're the hardest to do on the Cricut. They're the hardest. Yeah, I've even thought about going back into Mary Kay just to get that discount on my own product right now from Mary Kay. And I'm like, by the time I spend regular price on that stuff, I could actually sign back up and get almost twice as much stuff. You're selling vinyl work? Okay, cool. ordered this whole little Cricut package on HSN. They're having like a craft day. I think it ends today. And I don't know if they have any of those Cricut packages left, but it's all kind of papers and fabric and all kind of stuff in there. But y'all, the main reason I bought it, because it has one of those little Cricut cutie thingies. And I've always wanted one. And every time they have those little mysteries boxes, they sell out like this. And I never get a chance to get one. So I can get one of those little cuties. And so I'm not going to lie, that's the main reason I purchased that box yesterday. And thank God my mom watches HSN all the time. So she told me about it. And she goes, the sale starts tomorrow, but you might be able to get on there and grab some stuff now. So yeah, I'm going to have to definitely go check out Life of a Single Mother. Aaron. All right. All right, let's get into our last question and have a discussion on this. So, how do you empower others? How do you empower others? So I would say most of my empowering probably comes within my profession. I try my best. Gail can attest to this, as she said already. We try our best to empower our students. We try so hard to empower them. I don't let them say negative things about their abilities. I don't let them do that. I don't want to hear them say things like I'm dumb or I'm stupid or I can't do that, or I don't like when they say those things, because I tell them you will speak those things into your existence and that will become your truth. So you don't want to speak those things. So I'm always trying to empower my students. I have tried to be empowering to like church members and friends and family as well. Sometimes I feel like it's a little harder for me to empower people because I'm a like no nonsense, no excuses kind of person. And I think logically all the time. So sometimes I don't think from emotion. I think from here. And I don't want to come off as cold to people sometimes because I'm so like matter of fact and logical. But I do have a heart. I really, really do. I don't have a need to go see the wizard, I promise. Oh, goodness. But yeah, I try to turn off this and turn on this when I know that people really need me, because nobody wants to be talked to matter of factly when they're really just needing a lot of emotional support. The encouragement and helping people to see their strengths and gifts that are unique to them. Yes. I try to do that with my godson too. I try to empower him a lot because he, the things that he goes through with his mom and not seeing her all the time and not seeing his siblings all the time. So I try to be encouraging to him as well. But I don't hang around a lot of females to always be empowering women. But like Chris and our little group, those are like some of my closest female friends. And then you guys as my planner friends. But on the everyday, I have like some coworkers that I talk to. One of my coworkers, I'm always trying to be very empowering with her as well. She gets anxiety a lot and she takes on a lot on herself. And so I try to encourage her to not overwork herself, to not let a lot of things get to her, and that she can only do so much, I hope I'm inspiring and I encourage my kiddos. Yeah, I try to be a lending ear. Like I said, it's hard for me because I'm always thinking here. And I got to turn this on more often. I love to empower other people. When I worked in the schools, I loved empowering the students. I really like, if I listen, I am there for people. I love giving out compliments. Yes, I do too. I do too. I know years ago when like Yahoo Messenger was a big thing, my brother and a friend of his, they used to have, I don't know, I guess they were chat rooms, I guess. And they were just, people would talk, just come in the chat room, talk about their issues and stuff. And they would sit there and, give a lot of advice and encouragement to people. And he was saying that that's something that he would like to do again. And I laughed at him because I'm like, you don't even listen to me, but you listen to everybody else. My family, they don't listen to me. We've established this. They don't listen. I enjoy giving compliments too. I tell my son to do the same. But say it, mean it. Yes. Say it, mean it. I don't like for people to really be down on themselves. Now, I know some people, they feed they feed off of other people encouraging, empowering, complimenting them. Those people, there's a term for them. What do they call them? I don't know what they call them. It won't come to me, but it's almost it's like they suck all of the encouragement and all of that from other people. They're more like takers. They help. They want their bucket filled, but they don't really fill others' buckets, if that makes sense. That's what they're called. That's it, Christy. That is it. Energy vampires. Ooh, help me, Holy Spirit. Somebody like me that's very logical, very no nonsense, very no excuses. It's hard for me to deal with energy vampires. I can only deal with them for so long, and then I have to distance myself. Because if I don't distance myself, I'll get to the point where I'm going to tell them how it is, and it's not going to come off pretty. But the flip side of that is those energy vampires, truly, some of them really, truly need it. They really need all of that to thrive every day. But sometimes it's too much. I can't keep. I had a friend like that from elementary all the way through high school, right? And then like after high school, we kind of like lost contact for a while. Got back in touch with her and it hadn't changed. I was like, oh my God, you're still like this. I can't do it. I was just like, I can't. It almost feels like they're suffocating you, right? Feels like they're suffocating you. Hey, Grown Woman Plans, how are you? I'm so glad you're here with us. We've been talking about empowering women. We've talked about what empowerment means to us, who has empowered us and how, and now we're talking about how we empower others. So Sherry says, I've known a lot of them. It's hard. It's hard. I have literally witnessed some of these energy vampires purposely have meltdowns and stuff to get the attention and the compliments and the encouragement from others. It's like, oh my goodness. It's like, oh my goodness. I think she's still. Oh, yeah. She's been off and on, but I haven't been speaking. Yeah, I feel ya. I feel ya. I'm the peacemaker in the family. Everyone comes to me for help and advice. And sometimes that can be draining, I'm sure, right, Chris? Like when everybody comes to you, I'm sure that can be draining at times. So that's why I said everybody can benefit from encouraging and empowering somebody else, and we can all benefit from somebody empowering us. But we have to, it has to be a give and a take, because if you're just taking, oh goodness. I feel like I am the person people come to for drama, but not this year. Amen, Nali. Amen. Yeah, it's my thing is too. I'm willing to empower you. I'm willing to encourage you, to help you. But what are you doing to change your situation? Like if it's just going to be the same and the same and the same and the same, I can't. Like I can't. Like I know people that just literally pick up the phone and call other people, and like you say, and I leave, there's nothing they have to talk about but drama, 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 drama. Nobody wants to hear that all the time. Like, yes, it's a two-way street. I will cut you out. There's this meme I shared on Facebook one time. It was like, how are you just gonna cut people out of your life? And it just shows Edward Scissorhands, just like this. Like I will cut you out. I can't. I can't deal with people that are like draining like that. And some people are. And sometimes you have to, love people from a distance, still be there and support them, but do not allow yourself to be drained and taken advantage of, because some people, they take advantage of you like that. They take advantage of you emotionally, and that's not cool, because then that becomes taxing on you mentally, you know. Your husband says he feels sorry for you. Yeah, wow. My mom is kind of like that, Chris. A lot of people call her with a lot of just craziness and drama. I'm like, how do you do that? Listen to all of that, and then you deal with little 3 and 4 year olds all day long. I had to, because people expect me to call them first, but also, yeah. That's been another reason that I distanced myself from this one person, because not only was it the same woe is me stuff from high school, but it was just like, I'm trying my best to keep in touch with you and you're not reciprocating that. So until you want to call with the woe is me stuff. And, so yeah, we it's the same as if we are giving somebody something monetary, right? We still can encourage and empower all we would like to, but sometimes there has to be limits, especially if we know we're dealing with an energy vampire. And ooh, those energy vampires. Ooh, I can't. Like I can't. Oh goodness, I can't. I can't. I can't. It's too much. It's too much. Yes, be self-aware of if you're mostly taking or giving. Yes. Yeah, I agree. I try to help people as much as I can. Um, I try not to really go to too many people with my problems. I'm kind of a person that kind of will just kind of deal with stuff. I don't know. I'm one of those people where you might think that everything's okay, because I'm just like, I got to keep moving. I got to keep doing and going and living. And there's been times where things have really, really got me down in it. But then most of the time, I'm just like, I just got to keep moving. You would never know sometimes that I'm dealing with anything because of that. Alrighty, Chris. You got to know who to go to and for what. I agree. I like that. I really like that. But I have to go back to what we were saying earlier. This is a prime time in the world and in our lives today where a lot of people need encouragement. A lot of women. There's probably a lot of women that are probably struggling to take care of their families right now because of everything going on with this pandemic. And maybe they were homemakers and their spouse lost employment or something like that. And it just now everything has become even more to deal with and more of a burden. So now is a prime time to try and encourage others. Like one of my church members just lost her mom. And so I feel like when someone loses someone, there's really not much that you can say, of course, that will ever take away that hurt and that pain, but you can still offer kind words, loving words. So I have her address and I'm going to make her a card and send it to her. Yeah. I'm struggling now, but because of y'all and others in my life, I've been pushed to do the best I need to do. Yes. Yes. And as we were saying, if you never ever get an empowering or encouraging word from any living soul, you can get it from God. Ooh, yes. His word is all empowering. It is all encouraging. It is all building up. It is all strengthening. It's all the support that you need. It's going to give you the confidence. It's going to make you brave. It's going to give you the ability to do what you need to do. God is listening. He's going to give you the authority that you need. All of these are all the words that we were giving out earlier. And all of this, we can get it from the word. Oh, isn't that something? Oh my goodness. All of that we can get from the word. Ooh. Yes, 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 yes. I love it. 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 So that is why I personally need to be more intentional about getting back in the word more. Like I do my Bible study with my friend every week, then she gives us homework. And I admit I don't do my homework daily, but I try to at least make sure I get it done before we meet up again. But like I was telling you guys before, when we were talking about, self-care and stuff, part of my self-care is I want to dive into that word as soon as I get home every day, because I call my time at home detox time. And so I want to start using my detox time as soon as I get home to go into the word, cleanse myself of the day by reading the word, and get myself in a mind frame and the zone to enjoy my evenings at home and leave work at work. That's what I would like to do. Yes, and I was supposed to get with you Friday. I'm so sorry, Naleev. I was sick. So I still need to try and get with you. We'll try to work out a day and time that's going to be good, because I really had intentions of helping you Friday, but like I said, I was sick. I even had to cancel a doctor's appointment that I had that day. So yeah, I will just message me and remind me so that I don't forget, because I'm old and I forget things. I'm old and I forget things. But yeah, I think we need to give those ladies that missed their homework like an extra project for them to do. But this has been an awesome discussion. I really want to start having more focused topics on here this year, so that we can really have some really good discussions, some serious ones, some fun ones, some silly ones, just and still be able to enjoy each other's time as well. I'm currently on Joseph in Genesis. Oh, Christy, my Joseph. Oh my gosh. He is my Joseph. Like, if I could find a man like Joseph, I would be so happy. I would be so happy to find a man like Joseph. I love him. I love him. Like every time I read about him, I cry. Like every time I watch the little cartoon and I cry. Somebody preaches about him and I cry. I love him. Oh, I do. I love me some Joseph. He's just, I don't know. It's just that story of him. I don't know. It's not like I can really relate. He was like one of the youngest child at the time, I believe. So I'm not like the youngest, but I am the middle child. But like I'm not like the favorite child. So it's not like I can even relate to him in any of those ways. But did you want to? But I love the story of him. Like, and how forgiving he was to his brothers. Like, he could have put them in prison. He could have let them go hungry. There's so much he could have done in retaliation for what they did to him, but he didn't. He didn't. Oh, he had God. Oh, it's a beautiful story. It's a beautiful story. I'll never forget when we were watching it. When I was watching that cartoon with my godson, he's like, "Mika, are you really crying?" Yes. Yes, I'm really crying. Yeah, they were awful. And they weren't just awful to him. They were awful. Those brothers did some bad things, you know. They did some pretty bad stuff. Made their father very upset. Hey, Indy. How are you? For the inauguration. I don't know if I'm gonna watch y'all. I'm not a big politics person, like at all. So every time it comes time for presidential elections, I just dread them. It's a time where I want to just delete everybody off my Facebook feed because I just don't do politics like that. And I just get tired of hearing about it, seeing it everywhere. But I know a lot of people are into it. But I've just never. I had a bonus question. I thought I had a bonus question and I couldn't. I went back through my other video and I couldn't figure out what it was. But did I have a bonus question? I know Angie wrote the questions down. Angie, did I have a bonus question? Yeah, one of my dear church friends, when I tell you I wanted to delete her because every single post is like political, I'm just like, I can't. I just don't want to. Ugh. And what amazes me about people is like when it comes time for these elections, it's when you really see who people truly are. You really see how intelligent or lack of intelligence some people have. It just all comes out, and I'm just like, you're looking at people differently. Like, what? You know, I had an extra credit. I thought so. But yeah, I just don't. I didn't like government class. I didn't like history classes. None of that interests me in school. None of it. I always had this thing about, so we're just gonna elect somebody and just trust them to make all the right decisions for us. I even learning about everything in history, I was like, it that always bothered me. I was just like, and then it bothers me too how countries go to war with each other, and it's not because of the citizens, it's because of the leaders. It's the leaders. And the citizens are the ones that suffer the consequences and the aftermath of war that was started by leaders. Like, it bothers me so much. That's right. Songs, poems that make you think of empowerment. Thank you, Angie. Angie was not only taking notes, but she did her homework too. That's right. Songs, poems, etc., that make you think of empowerment. Well, I can think of the gospel song "Never Would Have Made It," because you never would have made it without, God. So can think of that. There's another gospel song that I love so much called "Not Guilty" by Mandisa. That song is very empowering. It is very encouraging because it pretty much talks about we have this long list of sins, right? But yet God still looks at us and says, not guilty. Oh my God. I'll never forget. Y'all, the very first time I heard that song, I was listening to Pandora. Very first time I heard the song, I started crying. Like, it just touched me. I started crying. I went and I started listening to it over and by the end of that night, I knew every word to that song because I listened to it that many times. And every time I listened to it, almost I cry. I remember singing it at church one time, and I was like, please don't cry while you sing this song. But I love it. Diana Ross, I'm Coming Out. Yes. There's this song by Christina Aguilera. It's called Keep Singing My Song. That is my work empowerment song. That has gotten me through at work several times. I don't know if this is right, but if I am getting down, I always listen to or think of Andy Williams, The Most Wonderful Time of the Year. Yo, that's a nice song. Yes, Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive. Yes. Ooh, George Michael, stop now, Gail. Stop now, Gail. Stop it now. I love George Michael. I miss George Michael with his sexy self. That was a sexy man. I loved his music. So yeah, I love Not Guilty. I'm going to put these titles in here for you guys. Not Guilty by Mandisa. And Keep Singing My Song by Christina Aguilera. Now this one, I can put both of these songs on repeat, like for real. There's one by Mariah Carey that I love. It's called Mariah's Theme, called Can't Take That Away. And there is also Keep the Faith by Michael Jackson. I love that one. Love it. What did I miss, Nylee? I know I saw a lot of stuff scrolling. Yes, I love George Michael. I do. So, oh, there it is, Nylee. Nylee said anything from the following artists: Linkin Park. Oh, Christina, you're a Christina fan too? Yes, girl. Yes, Eminem, Lil Wayne, Kirk Franklin. Yes, nice songs. Yes, George Michael. Yes, George Michael. Yes, I love me some George Michael. I don't know. He just had a very distinctive voice, and I loved hearing him sing. I loved it. I loved it. But yeah, I'm one of those people, I can come up with a song for almost every situation. So you gotta know that I'm gonna come up with a song that's gonna relate to almost anything that's going on. That's just how I am. But I love music and I love encouraging music. Probably two that really empowers, and which is one of my brother's favorites, is No Weapon. I don't know how many of you remember. I don't know who sings this. I'm sure my brother knows, but I can't think of who sings it. But some of you probably remember when he sang it on the live before. But yeah, my mom would probably say the empowering song for her is How I Made It Over by Mahalia Jackson. Everybody loves to hear my mom sing that. My mom, the people lose their mind when my mom sings that song. Yes, they lose it. My mom, she sings it too. Ooh. I remember one time after church, I was like, that's my mama. That's my mama. Alicia Keys, yes. I haven't listened to any Alicia Keys in a long time. Yes, Sherry. Yes, so I could think of tons of stuff. And then of course, any written word by Maya Angelou. She was very empowering, that woman. Yes. Hey, Holly. Yes, I remember that song. Indy Ari. I love me some Indy Ari. Indy, I love her. Yes, Whitney Houston. I didn't know you were there, Holly. Awesome. Thanks for joining us. Yes, so many. Yes. That little girl has been able to sing since she was just a tiny something, and she can still sing her butt off. Yes, Lord. Don't get me started. I love also listening to Deborah Cox. I wish she would just start making albums again. It would be so nice. But yeah. William McDowell. I like a lot of the gospel songs that I like. I just don't know who the artists are because I'm just used to just listening to them like on my brother's playlist and stuff. So a lot of the gospel songs I like, I don't literally know who the artists are, but I like them. I love anything by the gospel group Selah. I love them. I love the gospel group Avalon. I like them too. But yeah, there's one guy my brother listens to him all the time. I just don't know his name. I never can remember the guy's name, and it might be the one that you mentioned, Nyleave. Possibly it's him. But yeah. All right, bye, Angie. Thanks for showing up. And Celine Dion, Bon Jovi, yes. Yes. So we can always find, and then of course we have Tasha Cobb. Yes, she's a good one. I just always forget her name. It's her and another lady. I get them mixed up and confused with their music. But yes, she's a good one too. Yes. Hey, Brittany. It's Brittany. Oh. Hey there. A mix of emo and 2000 hits. Yes. You know, the 90s and the early 2000s had some of the better music for sure. Yes. It's Coffee Planner Mom, y'all. Yes. But we can always find, like we said, empowerment and encouragement in the word as well. That's for sure. So there's a lady named Elle Jenkins, and she does a lot of songs for children. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to, let me write this down because my mom works with little bitty kids and they love singing songs and stuff. So I'm going to have to tell tell my mom about this lady. Children's songs. Thanks for mentioning that, Holly. Children's songs. That's cool. You've been here a while just eating ice cream. Oh, yes. Ice cream, yes. Yes, there's just so many ways. And I use music to empower me like all the time. And I know like Mariah Carey, it's like you love her or you hate her, right? I love her. And let me tell you why I love Mariah Carey. Not only because her voice is amazing, but I kid you not, it seems like the woman writes music just for me. She writes music just for me. It's like she can read my thoughts and my feelings, and then she puts them on paper, puts them on an album, and she goes, there you go, Tamika. This is for you. There's one of her albums, and it will always be my all-time favorite album from her, called Music Box. Every song on that album, it's like she wrote it for me. Like every song, like she writes music for me. She writes music for me. She doesn't write it for herself, even though I'm reading her biography, her autobiography, and I know she's writing it for herself. She really wrote it for me. She really wrote it for me. Oh goodness. So the music, I can relate. If I can relate to the music, that it makes it even better for me. And that's how I love to, that usually determines the gospel songs that I really like, the ones that I can really relate to the most. Yeah. Yes, we could go on and on with the music. We could. Yes. So that was the bonus question. Thank you, Angie, for taking notes. Thank you. So I'm going to give y'all an extension to this lesson. I'm going to give you an extension to this lesson. I want you to, between now and when we come back again next week, I want you to be sure to empower at least one woman and at least one way between now and next week. You don't have to tell us how you did it or who she was, because sometimes some things are better left unspoken. We don't always have to talk about what we did for somebody or how we built someone up. But at least go out this week, encourage one woman in at least one way. And I pray that you yourself are empowered and encouraged throughout this week, whether it be through someone else, whether it be through a song, whether it be through a poem. Maybe it's a magazine article. Maybe you've picked up your Bible and you're doing Bible study, and that's where all the empowerment comes from. I pray that you are empowered this week. And I want to tell all of you ladies that you are all awesome. You are worthy. You are capable. You can do whatever you want to do. You can. And I empower you guys as you go forth through the rest of the week. I thank you, ladies, for empowering me every week and helping me get through the work week. Like I really, really, really appreciate it. Nyleave, I'm only available Saturday evenings because of the Sabbath. So after sundown on Saturdays, I'm available. Oh, I'm so glad. I hope you do come back and enjoy as we try to have a good time on here. Don't forget our snack of the day. For those of you that missed it, the snack this week is these limited edition Oreo brookie cookies. So check those out if that's something that you're interested in. Your dog ate Larissa's homework. Oh goodness. Yeah. I do want to do a vision board party. Like I said, let me know whoever might be interested, and then we could set up a date and time because I haven't set up a vision board yet for this year, and I would like to try and do that before I get too far within the year because I know me, I'm a procrastinator. Um, I know me. So yeah. Yes, don't forget to check out Nailee's shop. She snuck and opened a Spotify shop on us. Christy has snuck and added stuff to her shop. Christy Marie Designs. Sherry, who is also on here, sells candles. Kate, who's not with us today, sells planners and planner inserts. And Brittany, who is joining us, Miss Coffee Planner Mom. If you go to coffeeplannermom.com, you can use my code Tamika15 and save 15% off your order with Brittany. Brittany is like the sweetest ever. Okay. So go support these ladies. Go and support. And empower. Yes. So I will see you guys here next week. I'm scared to go do Taco Tuesday. I don't know if I told y'all. I tried to do Taco Tuesday last week. I drive up to the Dairy Queen and it's pitch black and closed. I didn't get to get my tacos last week, y'all. I didn't know what to do with myself. I don't know why they were closed that day, but they're back open because I went the other day. But yeah, I was so set on getting those tacos when I got off the live last week. And I had to settle for Chick-fil-A. And I didn't want Chick-fil-A. I wanted my tacos. But I don't feel like driving to Dairy Queen today. So that's definitely not going to happen today. Oh, yes, I'm going to be offering Valentine cards. Yes, I will. So I'm going to hopefully get my order in right away. I got a good deal on some paper. Some scrapbook paper. I can't wait to get it. And I'm going to be busy making cards. I am too. Yes. I am so happy you all were here. It was so awesome. So many of you were here for the first time, and that was so awesome, especially with a topic like we had tonight. So, all right, ladies, I will see you guys, and you'll have a great week. See you next week. Bye.